It would be redundant to call former Blue Kelly Chase a fighter. We know he filled that role for his teammates on the ice. But since his leukemia diagnosis in 2023, he has shown that kind of bravery that we can all gain strength from. He sat down earlier this week with our Frank Cusimano.
This Sports Plus conversation is sponsored by your Quality Ford dealers. Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 47 years.
And it's a pleasure to welcome the great Kelly Chase. All right, the amount of affection and love for you Friday night at Centene, how would you describe it?
Well, Frank, it feels like I've been talking a lot about me and I don't know how to explain it. It's just one of those things that you grab the attention of people. I think everybody's got a cause for cancer, and I think they gravitated towards helping, and I'm blessed to have the fans that, that support me.
You're doing pretty well with this, correct?
Well, right now it's in remission, and so we'll take that as a positive. I've got this GVHD that's caused all of this stuff. I've lost my sight, so I know you have a pink tie on, but that's about, and I know you don't look like Kilcoyne. So that's a blessing.
Yeah, you can say that again. All right, so it's one thing that everybody is on board to fight cancer and to raise money, and your game has raised over $2 million, $500,000 just the other night. But it's another thing is that when you can just pick up the phone and call. I talked to David Backus, and he says, well, when Kelly Chase calls, I pick it up and do whatever he says. How about that kind of juice?
Yeah, it's pretty, well, that's not exactly how it always works. I mean, I just call a lot of guys and say, if you can make it, let me know. And as we get closer, you see some of them drop off. Dirks couldn't make it this year. Garth couldn't make it. Both send sizable donations. My friends from Gaza Ranch that sent checks. And it's just nice to know that you have this hockey family that's committed to that brotherhood that'll help each other. Stu Grimson and I played together. We also fought 11 times, and I wake up one morning, he's beside my bed, right? And I told him, I said, I must be sick if you're here. I said, but you're 0-11, so go ahead, give it your best shot. You owe me one here, buddy. And he just started laughing. He said, Chase, I'm going to kiss you right in the lips right now, and there's nothing you can do about it.
You arrived here in style in that Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Describe this car and what you're trying to accomplish with the car.
Okay. It's a Lamborghini. It's a used Lamborghini, but we're raffling off tickets. We're trying to raise a couple $100,000. So we put 128 pictures of what I would classify as ice guardians. Guys that care about the city, care about the team, care about kids, charity. And I put these guys on the wrap on the outside of it, put the championship team on there, put the Hall of Famers on there, and just said, you know what? I really think that we can do something special here and have some people interested. So at a $100 ticket, you can win a Lamborghini. Take yourself a $300,000 car, and I just felt like I'm not a Lamborghini guy, but I thought it was sexy. I thought that people would enjoy looking at it and trying to and think, you know what? I'll take a chance for $100. I'm going to take a chance on winning that thing. I never paid attention to how many people have an issue with cancer. I just didn't. I mean, I knew we had it in our family. It had been, diagnosed before in certain areas, but I never imagined the amount of people that I knew. And younger, it seems like people are finding out they have some type of cancer. So we really needed to do more, and I just wanted to do my part. And I felt very fortunate, Look, I'm banged up pretty bad right now, but I think somebody's got it worse. Someone somewhere has it worse than me.
How do you think your background as an athlete and a hockey player has helped you in this fight?
Well, it's interesting because I have a motto about I want to run at the fight and not away from it. I thought I knew what pain was till I got this. I thought I knew what adversity was till I got this. And I've learned a lot about myself. I've learned a lot that, the athleticism and, I love playing ball, and I love hockey, I love golf. I consider myself a pretty good athlete. But the adversity that it takes to get through this, there's a lot of lonely nights, Frank, you know? So the adversity is the hard part. The pain, you can put up with the pain because you're accustomed to pain, but there's a new type of it. When it's in your eyes, there's no pain like eye pain. I broke my shoulder. I hardly think about my broken shoulder because of the pain in my eyes. And I've passed out twice from pain now in my eyes. Now, you think about how much pain you have to be in to physically just pass out. I tell you, it takes you to a different level.
Do you ever dream of being on the first hole with a driver on a beautiful day, or putting on the skates at Centene again with your former players and friends? Do you dream about that?
Yeah. That, just, funny enough, fishing with my boys, you know, that's the thing. Just having a sense of comfort moving around, the mobility that I had. Like, I was 240 some pounds, but I was athletic when I was heavy. Oh, yeah. But I was still athletic. Like, I could, you know, I could play baseball, or I could play, you know, and now I'm weak and I need to get that strength back, and I need to, you know, I need to get stronger. I need to get, you know, food in me. I was down to 138 pounds. I'm probably about 144 right now, 143. So I think if I walked in Chicago Stadium right now and took my clothes off and said, I'm your new tough guy, there'd be a lot of guys leaving the room, because it's not a pretty sight. But I honestly feel like I'm going to win. You know, I don't know why. I don't know why.
Final thought. What's your message to all the Kelly Chase fans out there? Do you see a light at the end of the tunnel?
Well, the message is first of all, thank you so much for your support. That, first and foremost, okay? And then secondly, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to win. I'll win. You'll see.